Hello dear students, welcome back to the class. So in the last class, before this, I have completed a poem, that is The Schoolboy. So in today's class, I'll start a new prose, that is The Gentleman of the Jungle, written by Jomo Kenyatta. So this is a short story that is prescribed for your studies. So about the writer of this short story, Jomo Kenyatta is an African political leader, anti-colonial activist, and he is the first president of Kenya. So he is the one who fought for independence of Kenya, African countries. We all know about colonialism. He is an anti-colonial activist. So what is anti-colonial? We all know about colonialism. In fact, even India was a colony of British. India was ruled by British for several years. So we were British's colony. Just like that, even Africa was ruled by this white men, that is Britishers. They made Africa as their colony. And what is colonialism? So colonialism means territorial expansion of a country beyond its established borders. In simple words, if a country's border is fixed, for example, India, we know the borders of India. We know it is from the Kashmir to the bottom of Kanyakumari. It belongs to India. But if India goes beyond these borders with an intention to occupy that place, with an intention to rule that place, then it becomes colonialism. Those who engage or believe in colonialism, for example, Britishers, what did they do? They went to every other countries and made it as their own territory. They expanded their territory beyond England. They extended their territory and literally ruled the entire world. So the Britishers, they expanded their country beyond its borders and they ruled India, Africa and many other countries. So Jomo Kenyatta was an anti-colonial activist, which means he was against this colonialism. He was against any other country which goes beyond its borders. So he opposed Britishers, he opposed British rule, he opposed the supremacy of white men. He questioned them saying that Africa belongs to the to the people of Africa. So Britishers should not go and rule it. So he stood against it. He fought for the freedom of Africa from the Britishers. So he is the first president of Kenya. So here, this is the gentleman of the jungle. This is a fable, F-A-B-L-I. So the gentleman of the jungle is a fable. What is fable? A fable is a short story. Typically, it includes animals as characters. And that too, these animals are given human qualities. A short story which includes animals and they are given human qualities. Human qualities in that sense, in a fable, animals can speak, they can think. They are just like human beings. They have all these qualities of a human. So for that, whichever the story which includes animals and which are given with human qualities, such short stories are called as fable. So a fable, The Gentleman of the Jungle, is a fable written by Jomo Kenyatta. So this story deals with the concept of colonialism, deals with the concept of how Britishers colonized Africa. And here Jomo Kenyatta, using animals as characters, is trying to give us a message. That message is these animals can be compared to Britishers. And what are the characters, animals that we have in this fable, in this short story? A man, there is a man, an elephant, a lion, a buffalo, an alligator, dinosaur, a leopard, hyena, and a fox. So these are the characters of this story. And these animals here can speak. They have all the qualities of a human being. So a fable written by Jomo Kenyatta. So in this story, Eve is trying to tell us that Britishers are like these animals. Britishers are like these animals who go to some other territory, occupy it and call it as their own. Britishers ಈ animals ತರ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ನಮ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಥೆನ ಫೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಫೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುಣ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮಾತಾಡೋಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಫೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಕಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾತಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಏನು ಕೊಲೋನಿಯಲಿಸಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಕೊಲೋನಿಯಲಿಸಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ದೇಶದ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನು ನನ್ನ ದೇಶನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶನೂ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕಾಲೋನಿ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊಲೋನಿಯಲಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾನು ರೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲನೈಸರ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಜೋಮೋ ಕೆನ್ಯಾಟಾ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ನ ಫಾರ್ colonizing Africa. So he is an African activist and is the first president of Kenya. So in the late 19th century, chief of European powers, white men, supreme power that the Britishers had. So chief of all these European, they divided Africa among themselves. So Africa, it should belong to the local African people. But here, these European superpowers, they invaded Africa, they colonized Africa, they started to rule Africa. And in the late 19th century, they divided Africa among themselves. And there were these local leaders, they had no idea what Britishers were doing. They could not understand what was happening and they signed the treaties. But they didn't know anything about the treaties. They didn't know that if they sign the treaties, the Africa will go to the hands of the European superpowers. They signed, these local leaders, African chiefs, they signed the treaties without knowing or understanding the meaning of it, without realizing that these European superpowers are going to divide Africa among themselves. So this fable reflects the attitude of the Kikuyu people of Kenya toward European laws and commissions. So this fable it reflects the attitude of Kikuyu people of Kenya. Kikuyu people of Kenya and that of European superpowers. So we can say that European superpowers are compared to these animals, whereas the people, the attitude of the people, Kikuyu people, the people of Kenya, the attitude of these people is compared to this man's character. So we'll see, I'll start with this fable, this short story. Once upon a time, so this is how the story is beginning. It says, once upon a time, ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ, an elephant made a friendship with a man. So once upon a time, there was an elephant, and that elephant befriended, that elephant made friendship with a man. So this elephant can speak. One day, thunderstorm broke out. There was heavy rainfall. So this elephant was helpless. What does it do? This elephant, due to that thunderstorm, heavy rainfall, this elephant goes to a man, his friend, asking for help. Said to him, "My dear good man, will you please let me put my trunk inside your hut to keep it out of this torrential rain?" Torrential ಧಾರಾಕಾರವಾದ ಮಳೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜೋರ ಧಾರಾಕಾರವಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಮಳೆ. So will you allow me to get inside your hut? ನಿನ್ನ ಕುಡಿಸೋಳಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಜಾಗ ಕೊಡ್ತೀಯಾ, so that I can keep my trunk safe. Trunk ಸೊಂಡಿಲು. This elephant has gone to this man asking for help. It is heavily raining outside. Please allow me to come inside your hut. And this man, he says, okay. He says that this hut is not enough for both of us. My dear good elephant, this hut is very small. So there is a room where you can put your trunk and also myself. So this man agrees. He says, I'll help you. Since this hut is very small, there is a room where both of us can stay. And this man takes this elephant to that room. So a man here is helping an elephant. The elephant thanked and said, "You have done me a good deed. One day I shall return your kindness." So this elephant thanks this man, and it says that one day I will help you. One day I will return your kindness. ಈ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ನ ನಾನು ಮರೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನಿನಗೆ ಒಂದಿನ ಸಹಾಯ ನಾನು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ನಿನಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಎಲಿಫೆಂಟ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್? ದಿಸ್ ಎಲಿಫೆಂಟ್ cheats this man. Elephant cheats its own friend who helped it when in need. This followed by as soon as the elephant gets inside the room, it goes inside the room to protect itself from the rain. But once it gets inside, it throws this man out of that room and says, "My dear good friend, your skin is harder than me. So let me protect my delicate skin from the hailstorm." So here, once the elephant gets inside the room, it says, "My dear friend, ನನ್ನ previous name, your skin is harder." ನಿನ್ನ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ದಪ್ಪ ಚರ್ಮ ಉಳ್ಳದ್ದು, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಮೂತ್, ಡೆಲಿಕೇಟ್. ಸೊ ನೀನು ಮಳೆಗೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ, whereas I will protect myself in this room. So this elephant pushes that man out of the room, saying his skin is harder, whereas elephant's skin is very smooth, very delicate. And this man obviously is angry that he helped that elephant, but this elephant now is throwing him away from his own place. So that hut belongs to this man, and this elephant has thrown him from his own place. So this man starts to shout. He starts to complain, started to shout, started to complain, and this reaches every corner of the forest. Heard this noise, came to see what was the matter. So all the other animals who heard him complaining, they came to see what was the matter. And then there is a lion, king of the jungle. And this lion, don't you all know? Okay, lion came along roaring, said in a loud voice. So that lion comes roaring, and in a loud voice it says, "Don't you all know that I am the king of the jungle? How dare anyone disturb the peace of my kingdom?" So this lion, the king of the jungle, it came and is warning all the other animals. "You are disturbing my peace. How dare you disturb the king of the jungle?" So now the elephant puts forth its argument. It says that on hearing this, the elephant, which is one of the high ministers in the jungle kingdom, replied in a soothing voice, in a very gentle voice. Elephant says, so lion is the king, minister, one of the high ministers in that jungle. So that jungle is just like the government that is run by human beings. So in that jungle, they have a king, they have ministers. Lion is a king, elephant is one of the ministers. So elephant, in a small, soothing, gentle voice, it says, "My lord, there is no disturbance. There is no disturbance in this peaceful kingdom. I'm only having a little discussion with my friend as to the possession of this little hut, possession, ownership, which your lordship see me occupying." So elephant says that your peace is not disturbed, my lord. Me and my friend were discussing over the issue of possession, issue of ownership of this hut. Who is the real owner of this hut? So we were discussing over that matter, and you see I am occupying. As you see, I am inside this hut. Elephant says, the lion who wanted to have peace and tranquility, peacefulness, calmness. The lion wants its jungle to always be calm and peaceful. So it says, I command my ministers to appoint a commission of inquiry. So lion, to solve this ownership issue, says that I command to appoint a commission of inquiry, appoint a commission to inquire this issue and report accordingly. So solve the issue and appoint a commission to inquire. Lion says, you have done well by establishing friendship with my people. So lion is saying this to a man. Lion saying that you have done well that you made friendship with the people of my jungle, with the honorable ministers. Elephant is one of my honorable ministers. Do not grumble, do not complain. Your hut is not lost. Wait until the sitting. I am sure that you will be pleased. So lion is assuring that will arrange a committee to inquire, and my committee will inquire thoroughly over this issue. You have done a good thing by making friendship with my people, which means animals, elephant. And your place is not lost, your hut is not lost. My people, my ministers will make an inquiry on this and will provide a justice. So the man, after hearing the lion speak, he feels satisfied. He thinks that he will get justice. He thinks that the lion, the king, has spoken very well. He has assured him that everything will be fine. There will be an inquiry. So man is happy. He is happy that finally there will be some justice. Believe that naturally the hut would be returned to him. So naturally ಇವನು ಏನು ಅನ್ಕೋತಾನೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ, ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆನೆ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನು ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೊತಾನೆ, ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹಟ್ಟೊಳಗೆ ಗುಡಿಸಲೊಳಗೆ ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಈ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಆಚೆ ತಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಂದು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ನು, ನೀನು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊ, ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಡೆಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಜಗಳಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಲಯನ್ ಬಂದು ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಎಲಿಫೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓನರ್ಶಿಪ್, ಈ ಹಟ್, ಈ ಗುಡಿಸಲು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸೇರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಎಲಿಫೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲಯನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ನನ್ನ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೀಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಕಾಮ್ನೆಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಕಮಿಟಿಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರ್, ಈ ಹಟ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸೇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ ಲಯನು ಈ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಅಶ್ಯೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲಿಫೆಂಟು ಒಬ್ಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೀನು ಇವನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸನೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ. ನಿನ್ನ ಜಾಗ, ನಿನ್ನ ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ನೀನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸು ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಲಯನು ಅಶ್ಯೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಆಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ they carry forward the inquiry, the hut will naturally belong to this man. ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ನಡೆದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅವನು ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾನೆ. What will happen next? Will this man win, or will this elephant win over that hut? Will justice prevail? We'll continue the discussion, the story, the fable in the next class. Thank you.